Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Spectators. I am Julian and
I'm Alejandro Barrio.
And what a national championship. Alabama, Clemson.
Shout out to Tampa for hosting a beautiful game.
Beautiful. Great weekend.
Great weather.
Usher, you were lit.
Concerts were great.
Great weather. Besides the rain.
Probably one of the best games.
Gotta be top 10. I mean, we haven't seen too
many. You know
many.
how ESPNU has those classics?
Mm-hmm.
This is about
to
be
show them
there.
Every now and then, yep.
This is about to be in there.
Everybody that's been, analyzing said this is probably number 2 or 3 all time behind the Vince Young, USC Texas game, and then maybe some other game. No, maybe a Miami.
We're too young to know.
The Convicts versus Criminals, maybe. There's some good ones, but this was unbelievable. We got
Alabama showed up.
The two best teams.
Yeah, number 1 Alabama, number 2 Clemson. Repeat of last year's.
Which was
Clemson number 1.
First ever.
And here's actually kind of
first ever.
It's weird, but the past 2 national championship
number
games.
2 seed won.
Number 2 seed won.
Yeah.
Clemson was 1, Alabama was 2. Clemson lost by 4. This year, Alabama was 1.
One seed's never won.
No, one seed has never won.
Never won.
The college football playoff. And then this year, Alabama number 1, Clemson number 2. Clemson wins by 4. So both games won by 4. Both won by the number 2 seed.
You take both games.
Both were amazing.
If you add the scores, Alabama wins by 1 point. I think it's 76-75. The total scores. That's crazy to me too.
Because
that's wild. That's how close both of these games are, and how lit.
And Deshaun Watson in both games had over 870 yards.
This man had almost 1,000 yards total against Alabama defense in 2 games.
Yeah, 2 games.
Name one other guy that did that.
Mm-mm.
I'll wait. Crickets.
Name someone that actually supposed to play them every year.
Crickets.
Because no.
Maybe Chad Kelly. He's actually balled out a little bit about.
Let's tell you about this game. Let's tell you about the game. First quarter and a half. I'm not good. First quarter and part of the second quarter. Alabama showed up to play. 14-0. Dominant game.
Bo Scarborough.
Bo was running like crazy.
That boy.
And here's something. Bo got hurt in the ending second quarter.
That leg.
Broke his leg.
Broke.
If that wouldn't have happened, I don't see Clemson winning this game because he was running over Clemson.
He was running all.
Because Clemson was shutting down Hurts. Hurts wasn't doing anything, but Bo was.
They shut down everybody else too.
Bo was running.
They couldn't stop him. They couldn't tackle him. Bo Scarborough. There's pictures of him from 11th grade that leaked. He was a college level lineman size back then, and now he's I think a sophomore.
Yeah.
This boy's 6'2", 240. Stupid.
He's huge.
He's way too big.
And so fast. Great player. It's a shame he broke his leg.
Yeah.
It is.
Real shame. He's a talented kid.
But
he'll be great next year. Heisman potential.
It wasn't too bad, hopefully.
He'll be fine.
Because he has had injuries in the past with his ACL.
Mm-hmm.
Twice, I think.
So it's a good thing.
So it's a good thing it wasn't a third time. Because that 3 can maybe not end a career, but slow it down big time.
And you might not want to come back after a third. That's a lot.
But Alabama first quarter showed up. Clemson ending the second quarter before the half was over. They had their momentum. They grabbed it. They got a touchdown, 14-7, and then they did their thing to get back in the game. But then that momentum kind of died in the beginning of third quarter with a strip
fumble.
And here's a play that many people didn't really think about, but I kind of analyzed. That strip fumble was a scoop and score. This was a touchdown on the board for defensive Alabama. But Hunter Renfrow, the game-winning catch maker, he
walk-on extraordinaire.
Walk-on extraordinaire. This man walked on to Clemson. He booked it and tackled the defender, and Bama only got 3 points out of that, which could save the game. Because if Bama would have gotten a touchdown, momentum dead, now you're down by 14 again, big shift. So that's one of the plays that kind of was a game saver. Yeah, stand out, Clemson game saver right there. But then
you saved 4 points, and that's what Clemson won by.
And they won by 4.
Yep.
Exactly.
You saved 4 points on that.
And let me tell you, after that, that's when it didn't look too good for Clemson. But then Clemson in the third quarter stepped on the gas. They didn't score a lot. They scored to get back within 3, but they played a heck of a third quarter. Their defense shined like always.
I mean, after that score for Alabama,
they were shut down.
The field goal,
nothing happened.
They got no first downs. I don't think in the rest of.
They were in the first half. Or no. The first 4 third downs, Alabama was 3 for 4. The next 10, they were 0 and 10. No third down conversions, 0 and 10. 10 straight. Imagine shutting down Bama 10 straight times on third down.
That's crazy.
That's just crazy to think about.
That's crazy.
And
their offense was nothing until that O.J. Howard missed.
Yes.
Fake screen. Defense fell for it because screens were all they were doing.
Yeah, so of course they're gonna bite.
68-yard play. That almost felt like a.
But then the
nail
fourth
in
quarter,
the coffin.
Bama's defense was crazy in the first half of the first quarter.
They were swarming.
3 straight drives they shut down Clemson. But then they got tired. Clemson ran how many 90-something plays?
99 total
99
plays.
total plays.
99
It doesn't
plays.
matter who you are, how good you are. You're going to get tired.
9 plays.
And
this is not the deep Alabama team that they were last year. So
there was a lot of hurt players, so you can't. There was not much subbing. So
they couldn't. They didn't have the guys that could
they didn't have anything. So that I think down to the wire, it came down to Bama got really tired, and the last 2 drives for Clemson were both touchdowns.
It's tough to contain Deshaun Watson and Mike Williams, who just
Mike Williams first round. He showed why he's a first round pick and the number 1 receiver.
He was insane in that fourth quarter,
and he was shut down a lot in the first.
For the most part of the game, he was getting hit. That was the thing between the first half and the second half that Alabama was missing. Alabama in the first really quarter and a half were coming out, and every tackle they make, it was like violent. You would see the helmet to helmets, but they weren't targeting because they
Although
know
one on Deshaun was very, very
he got a flag for it. It wasn't a targeting, but it was a roughing the passer. They were hitting hard, and Alabama, I'm sure Nick Saban will take that 15-yard penalty at the beginning of the game any day to set a tone. Deshaun Watson was more or less scared and not himself for the first half of the game. All pretty much because of that hit. Because he got hit so hard, he was nervous when he was going to take his runs and his reads. He was tentative with his throws, all short passes. He didn't want to get hit again.
And one of the keys for this championship game was defense. Defense, because it was these defenses were top 10 in sacks, but the offensive lines for them were both top 10 as well, offensive lines. So it was like, who's going to get sacked? Is the defense going to sack the quarterback? And for the most part, Alabama Hurts was not touched. He wasn't touched.
Sacked once, I think.
Yeah.
And it was like a 1-yard loss. It was really.
It was more he was kind of running, but he just kind of give up.
Yeah.
And then Clemson, Deshaun Watson got hit.
He got pressure to him.
Yeah.
All game.
He got, I think, maybe 5 sacks the whole game. So he got pressured. The Bama defense did that, but once again, they got tired. And down at the wire, last 2 drives, Clemson showed up. Got some big plays. And their big plays to Mike Williams.
Good few fouls against Alabama, too. That was nice. 2 pass interferences, I believe.
Was it the second to last drive or the last drive? Clemson got a big play. They got to the 30-yard line.
That was the second to last.
Second to line.
Jump ball to Mike Williams. Great catch.
Great
and then
catch.
An Alabama lineman does some ridiculous taunting
he hit
personal
the
foul
offensive
type of
lineman in the head afterwards.
Gave him an
helmet.
extra 15 yards.
Yeah. So if you hit someone else's helmet, that's 15 yards.
Yeah, I if he doesn't do that, I honestly don't think Clemson scores a touchdown. I think
that's
stop
maybe
and
field
for
goal.
a field goal.
Yeah.
Honestly,
but then at the 15-yard
we don't know, but
line,
that's what I'm thinking.
So mental mistakes, and then the last drive of the game, you can see Alabama's defense was tired because these plays were great, but against an Alabama defense that could stop them,
they could make.
Yeah, they were plays that Alabama defense could stop. They were too tired to. They attempted to, obviously, but they were too tired to succeed at them.
Yeah, and even they're being tired were still like really good defensive plays.
Of course. And then, but it was a great game, amazing game.
One of the best ever.
Came down to the wire.
Insane. The sequel was better than the original, and I didn't think that could happen.
Number 1 Alabama was number 1
all season
until the last second.
They were
of
almost
the season.
a wire to wire, but it took 1 second to change that.
They were number 1 until the last second of the college football season. So that's crazy to think about. And Alabama's good. They'll probably make it back to playoffs.
Yeah,
next
they'll be a fixture.
Hurts will probably be better.
Unless LSU makes a run next year. They also play FSU beginning of the first game next season.
And that's really interesting because
they're going to be 2 top 3 teams, top 5 teams.
A lot of commentators, analysis. What do you say? Analysts. All I'm seeing right now, FSU number 1.
FSU number 2 or 3. One of those
Every
spots.
commentator has FSU in the top 4 for the end of the season. And that's crazy to think about because
for the way too early playoff
exactly
type thing.
So this first game of the season, even if FSU loses or Alabama loses. Well, no, mainly FSU. If FSU wins, then they obviously have potential to be in the top
They can
four.
get 2 losses and
Yeah.
still might maybe make it.
But if they get blown out, then that kind of kills it. But FSU's a big shot for the next one.
Yeah, because their
Clemson-
team was really young this year, and then they
Mhm.
just beat Michigan in that bowl game. So I think that's
Yeah.
why. I think it's that Michigan win is giving a lot of people like, ooh, this could be a trendy little pick.
Yeah, looking forward to next season. Alabama's a big favorite. They are the favorite to win it.
Yeah, you gotta be.
Clemson goes down, obviously, because they lose big players.
They lose
They
their-
won't be bad.
No, but they're losing
I'm
their
thinking
best
top
players.
15, top 10. I don't think they'll make the playoffs.
No.
But they won't. They're going to grow just like FSU. Well, I guess you count Bama as well because Bama has a true freshman quarterback and they're growing with him. But FSU had a growing season this year.
Yeah.
This was a growing season, and that's what it's going to be for Clemson next year because they're going to get a true freshman quarterback, and they're going to have to grow with them. So Clemson's in the growing stage now. They won their thing. Now they're going to kind of retire and create another monster. And FSU created the monster because their freshman quarterback is truly
Stud.
amazing. Yeah, he's
Stud.
really good. The FSU Clemson game might be really good.
Yeah, and then other teams that like
Actually, the FSU Alabama game is going to be amazing. Both
Yeah, that's gonna
true
be-
sophomores.
it's gonna be an awesome game. Honestly, that's gonna be, and that's the first. That's the actual probably like second or third, but like the Chick-fil-A kickoff game. So it's gonna be one of the. Also, Nick Saban hasn't lost in the Atlanta Dome, and that's where that game's gonna be played.
Mhm.
They don't expect him to lose either.
Yeah.
But you got Penn State's gonna be a great team next year. USC with Sam Darnold, they're gonna be awesome.
that I don't really believe? I mean, I'm probably wrong. I don't know. I don't really analyze this as deeply. We're the spectators. We're not now.
Spectator.
Yeah, we're spectators.
Spectator.
So I don't really know. I don't go in depth into it. But I'm getting a lot of hype in Ohio State, but I just don't see the hype where it is. They get a lot of hype. Kirk Herbstreit picked them in number 3 or 4, I think, for their way too early picks to be in the playoffs again. And I just don't see it. I mean,
And they're just a young team, and
Yeah.
they got beat by Clemson so bad just because they're inexperienced. And
but even that, they didn't really play anyone that well.
well, this year they played. They probably had the toughest schedule in the country. I think this year they had Oklahoma at Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's gonna be good too.
They had Oklahoma at Oklahoma.
USC.
USC's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be a fun. Here's one thing that kind of brings up with all these amazing teams going into hopefully amazing
that we
teams.
think are gonna be amazing.
Yeah, we think they're gonna be amazing.
They-
all
they
these
don't
things
always-
opens up to the possibility of expanding the playoffs to 6 teams.
Give me 6. Give me 8. I don't care. Give me
because
more.
these
Give me
teams
more.
are so good that you can't. How is it gonna pick 4 of them? So this brings out the possibility of
Yeah.
expanding it.
Make
It
it the
obviously
NFL.
won't happen.
Make it NFL.
Yeah, first and second
6
get a round
teams.
bye.
Give it. Do it. It needs to happen. NFL playoffs. Please.
So it would be interesting to
Please.
see.
I'd love it.
But speaking of the NFL and the playoffs,
Yo.
NFL playoffs first round was this weekend.
Lions Laws, shout out.
And hold up, before we even start, I'm about to talk. Our last episode there was technical issues with YouTube.
Come on, yo.
YouTube let us down. We couldn't post it.
It's
Technical issues.
Sorry.
But here's the main thing from the whole episode. The whole 30 minutes of it is the main thing. Your very own Alejandro Barrio made a very bold prediction.
Humble brag.
Yes. Humble brag. Very bold prediction in the Houston Texans winning the Super Bowl. Very bold. Very, very possible.
To be fair, I didn't think the Texans would beat the
Julian
Raiders.
was awful. He didn't like it. He was like, "You're childish. You're dumb.
Hey,
This
all
is
my other
stupid."
picks were right.
But they beat the Raiders. And here comes Patriots, and I see it. So here's my pick.
Oh, no.
Texans over the Patriots.
Score me.
Score you?
Score me.
Let me score
We're
you.
scoring all these.
31-24 Texans. They win by 7.
I'm going with a Patriots mauling. They're going to slaughter them slowly but surely. And I think it's going to be 34-13. New England.
We'll see. I don't know.
New
I don't see it.
Brock Osweiler might have
11
3
million
picks.
is about to
might
show
have
up.
3 picks. this
No.
game.
Brady's
Might
going to have
3
7 picks.
For the actual game in the NFC, though, we got Pittsburgh Steelers. They ballin'.
That's going to be a
They
game
just
against
beat
Kansas
Miami
City.
bad. Le'Veon Bell's first ever playoff game. He breaks the Steelers' rushing playoff record. He's insane. He's not from this world. Antonio Brown's from a further galaxy. He had 2 touchdowns in like 130 in the first quarter. I mean, I can't believe him. He's too good.
So that's gonna be a great game.
He's too good.
I see.
Chiefs are that always that low key baller team. I don't
very
get
underrated.
it. They probably got like 10 Pro Bowlers and we wouldn't know it.
They're like the
they
ghost
do it every
team.
year.
They just kind of appear in the playoffs in the second round.
Yeah.
First round bye.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be a great game.
They're good. I got Kansas City in that one.
Really?
I got Kansas City.
I feel like
I think they'll win.
As tough as it is to play in Kansas City, and
Too
Kansas
tough.
City's good, I think Big Ben is gonna show up. I don't know. I feel it. I like Pittsburgh.
I'm going Kansas City by 3, game-winning field goal, 24-21.
I'm feeling Pittsburgh. They're gonna win by 10, but then they get a late touchdown, but they still win by 3. I'm liking 38-35.
Ooh, high score.
High score. Yeah,
High score. Okay. And on to the NFC side, we got Atlanta versus the Seahawks. How are you feeling on that one?
Seahawks showed their good team because they always show up.
Playoff team. Good
But
playoff
this
team.
year they're not the best on the road,
Pretty bad on the road.
and they're playing at Atlanta, and Atlanta is Atlanta. Mighty Ice, potential MVP hopefully.
Unproven in the playoffs, but very talented.
Yes.
Best offense we've seen in the last.
So I feel like Atlanta's gonna win this one 34-14.
I almost agree with that score. Honestly, I'm going to go 34-20 just so we're a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
But, I think they almost cruise to a victory on this one. Early lead, Seattle will crawl back, but they'll be 2 legs short of a crawl back.
And then another one that's gonna be
Probably the best game.
Dallas Green Bay at Dallas.
Whew.
And this is gonna be a game. Which
If there were no like NFC, AFC, this could be the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I could have seen this as a Super Bowl.
Because Green Bay,
game.
they awful beginning of the season. They heated up
bad.
at the right time and they got in the playoffs.
Now
and
they've won 7
Giants,
straight. They beat
poor Odell. He's gonna wear slippers as his next week's cleats.
They're gonna need to start using Stickum, all those Giants receivers, and they need to learn how to catch a ball. I know Odell, you're better than that. Shepard,
That's
you're
okay.
a rookie. Y'all two kind of get passes, not really.
Mm-hmm.
Just
I feel like
be cool next time.
I feel
be
like
cool.
this
Be
game,
cool. Please, just once. Be cool.
Packers, Aaron Rodgers, he's gonna show up.
Yep. Bad man.
Not even gonna talk about the Packers. If they show up and play, okay, good for them. This is what I'm gonna talk about. Dallas needs to show up.
Rookies.
2 of
them.
Dak and Zeke, quarterback, running back.
How?
Main thing for your offense. If they show up and
They
prove,
poised.
if they show that they're clutch and they keep doing what they've
They
done all
can manage the
season,
game.
they're gonna win this game.
They're a better team. They have
They're a
more
better team,
talent.
yeah. So if that happens, I feel like they're just gonna go. I'm gonna give 2 score predictions, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
If Dak and Zeke show up and do their thing, then I'm feeling Dallas is gonna get a good blowout, 28-10. Okay?
28-10.
Yeah, I feel
Aaron
like
Rodgers gets 1 touchdown.
that's it. I'm not feeling Green Bay doing anything at Dallas.
Wow.
If Dak and Zeke don't show up,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Aaron Rodgers is gonna have another giant game. No pun intended, Giants.
Haha.
I feel like he might go and just do the same thing that he just did to the Giants.
Man.
So this is I might be wrong, but I feel like this all lies on Dak and Zeke.
See, this is where you and I differ. Aaron Rodgers will play well. He's gonna get at least 3 touchdowns. I don't think he'll throw a pick. There might be a fumble or something. They still don't have a running back. I think Montgomery got hurt. Jordy Nelson's also not playing, so that might hurt them. Aaron Rodgers, he's going to get them somehow like 31 points. They're going to get 31, but they're going to lose 34-31 because Zeke is going to run the ball, and that defense is going to get tired. Just like this Alabama defense, they're going to get tired because they're not going to be able to get to him because that O-line for Dallas is just too good. Dak will have too much time when they're not running the ball, and I think that slow, methodical offense that they've been running all year, but it's slow, but they score quick. It's just strange. I think that's going to prevail. I think Dallas will win. I think they'll play Atlanta, and I think the Chiefs will play the Patriots. The 1 and 2 seeds move on.
I think it's gonna be Dallas, Atlanta, Steelers, Texans. Texans. Shout out. Retweet that tweet. At Alejandro Barrio. At the Spectators. At the _ Spectators.
Underscore.
But
Make sure it's there.
It's going to be a very fun playoff weekend. It was a very fun weekend, this last one. National Championship was amazing. Playoffs were good, fun to watch. But this next one's going to be more intense and better. But with that being said, we're going to end our show with a little segment we like to call
Smart or Stupid. Oh, yeah.
Julian,
Okay.
I'm going to start you off.
All right.
We're going to switch up to NBA.
Oh.
Derrick Rose not showing up to
Lord.
a game.
Derrick Rose, this is so stupid. Let me tell you. Just all you gotta do is pick up your phone. You probably got an iPhone 7, unless you're sponsored by like Android. I don't know, Samsung maybe. Hope it doesn't blow up in your hand. Maybe that's why he didn't show up. I don't know. But just give a coach a little call. Give Melo a
Kick him.
hit him with a kick. Snapchat,
Chat.
Instagram DMs. We got so many ways.
Slide in
Just
there.
hit somebody up on the team. It don't even got to be the coach. It could be like the ball boy. Just hit him
Tell
up
someone.
and be like, "Hey, Derek's not, or I'm not coming. Mama has an issue, or
No, don't just
my dog died. I don't know.
don't just randomly
Whatever
show up
it was.
in Chicago.
Because people like nobody understood. Like people would see him in Chicago, and they're like, "Yo, why is Derek here?"
The Knicks
and he playing?
Knicks were thinking something happened to him. They
He
checked
could
his
have been
apartment and
kidnapped.
everything in New York.
Yeah, this is stupid. He's gonna get fined for it. I would think. He's actually gonna play and start in this next game against Philly, which is, they need him to be fair. The Knicks are really bad right now, but yeah, there got to be some consequences. You can't just not show up. All right, Alejandro, smart or stupid? Odell taking this off season and just growing up, maturing.
Smart, because I want him to mature. It's great to have fun, folks. You want to have fun. Having fun is great. Having fun at your job is great. Keyword, job. It's so what is football? So what, you're entertaining millions of fans. This is still a job. And as much fun as you can have at a job, because there's jobs that you're going to have a lot of fun in, this is still a job, and you need to show up and do your work, and
that comes first.
That comes first. Doing your work comes first. Having fun in the process of doing it, that's a great benefit. But just saying, oh, I'm not having fun, or you're not having enough fun to try hard enough, no. You need to grow up and use this off-season.
You're a top talent.
Yeah, you're a top talent. A lot of people look at you, even little kids, and they see this childish kid. Come on, no. You got to grow up, do your job, have fun, but do your job. Job first, fun second. Julian, going to college football. A lot of talk about FSU being potentially number 1, number 2 in the top 4 college football playoffs, making it. Smart or stupid for that to happen?
I'm gonna go ahead and say stupid that they're gonna be in the playoff because I don't think anybody in the ACC will be in the playoff next year.
Okay.
I think Clemson's rebuilding. They're gonna lose to probably FSU, maybe an upstart team. They might lose to Virginia Tech, something like that.
Virginia Tech is good.
They're good too. The whole ACC is pretty good. I think FSU's going to lose to Bama, and then I think they're going to lose to like a Louisville. They might finally lose that Miami rivalry game. I think they're going to take 2 losses, and I don't think they're going to make it in with 2 losses. I think pretty much everybody will have 2 losses in the ACC. Maybe a Virginia Tech or Miami will have 1 or Louisville, but that won't be enough because they're
So who are you feeling for your top 4?
Bama. Got to be Bama. Got to be Bama. Oklahoma. I think that the Big 12 is finally going to get a representative. And I think I struggle between USC and Washington because they're both. I'm going to go USC. USC has more coming in, and I think they have a higher ceiling than Washington, although Washington's a top 4 team, like talent-wise. And then a team out of the Big 12 or Big 10 got to be Michigan this year. They're going to be hungry. Very hungry. They're going to beat Ohio State. I think they'll actually lose to Penn State, but because of some nonsense that's going to happen, Michigan's going to wind up getting in. And, yeah, Michigan, Oklahoma, Bama, USC.
All right.
That's mine. So, Alejandro, smart or stupid? There's been a lot of parity in college basketball this year. Are we going to see a team that we don't expect to win it all this season?
Some Cinderella story?
Not a Cinderella, but I'm talking like like
not your top ones.
Not a top 4 or 5 team. Not a Kentucky. Not a Duke. Not a Kansas.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's been a lot of shifting in the top. Baylor was in it for a week.
Yeah, they're number 1 right now.
Them. Yeah, but there's been a lot of shifting. A lot of the top 10 teams are all really good and can compete against the number 1. So it's gonna be a fun March Madness.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there'll be a Cinderella. Hopefully there is. Always fun.
Mm-hmm.
Not for the brackets, but always fun.
Fun to watch.
Fun to watch. But we can't say it's gonna be a top number 1, top 4 seeds. It can probably be a number. Well, with the way March Madness is up, you got 4 number
4 number 1s, 4 2s, 4.
So it's gonna probably be a top 10, or top 12, let's say. So it'll be a 3 seed in the brackets. But with that, folks, we close it.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. Shout out to Tampa for a great weekend.
Yeah, honestly, awesome weekend. Great to see all the Alabama, Clemson fans out here. I saw Michigan fans.
Because why not?
Y'all lost. I'm sorry.
Why not, though?
I saw Ohio State fans. That's embarrassing.
That was embarrassing.
Y'all booked that.
Yeah.
Y'all booked that way too early. They had to come anyway. And they weren't buying anything else.
Buy it.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. You should have wore like Blue Jackets gear. They're winning.
Shout out to Ray McLeod.
All the everybody from Tampa that
everybody from Tampa that played a national championship. Shout out to you guys.
In front of your hometown. That's awesome. Even if you're on the Alabama side, that's still awesome.
You played a national championship. And actually, before, really quick, one of the players for Clemson, I think it was, I forgot his name. He won a national championship in Tampa, and his dad won it in the NFL Super Bowl.
In Tampa.
That's special.
Ooh, that's pretty cool. So he was on the Was that the Steelers?
I couldn't tell you the exact name. I don't know. The Clemson player, he won in Tampa national championship, and his dad won a Super Bowl in Tampa as well. So it's kind of special to hear about. Actually, another thing, throwing this in here, Coach Saban.
Fun fact.
Coach Saban, you're a great guy. So much class and so much respect. At the end of the game, all the confetti's going crazy. The players are celebrating for Clemson.
That one boy's doing splits.
Yeah, the one guy's doing splits.
That was the best thing I've seen.
Reporters everywhere. And Coach Nick Saban spent 2 minutes after a heartbreaking loss walking around everybody, all the reporters, all the players, trying to find Coach Dabo to congratulate him. That is class act. So much respect. Good for you. It's a heartbreaking loss, but to do that is crazy. And not to give up, because sure you can look for him and you give up. But he didn't give up. 2 minutes doing it. Finally found him. Good for him.
And congratulations to Clemson. Y'all deserve it. Mm-hmm. Great season.
Great sequel to the first national championship.
Thank you for all the entertainment and sacrifice y'all giving out.
Good looking NFL guys. You guys are going to have fun.
Yeah, for real. And I'm excited to see all of them play some more. That's for everybody in college football. I'm excited to see everybody play next year or in the NFL.
And now a little sad news. Our own Julian Osius is leaving us.
Yeah.
Going to Eugene, University
of Oregon. Going back to school.
Going to classes.
We're gonna be trying to get some out.
We're gonna try our best. I'm thinking
my good friend Jake Willard is gonna be joining us also. And it might just be me and him. It might be him and Alejandro. Any sort of combination of the three.
We'll try to figure it out.
We're gonna make it work.
Time difference is nothing.
We're gonna make it work.
We're gonna
3 hours.
We'll FaceTime we'll FaceTime to make this happen for you guys. YouTube helps out a lot.
Yeah. So we might
even do some video because it might be easier doing just video.
Who knows, man?
We'll see.
We're gonna get it to work. Thank you guys for listening, and we are the Spectators signing off.